I broke up with my broke boyfriend, and here is the reason why. I'm going to tell you guys the story, not story, I don't want it to be a story, but I will just summarize it to make you guys have the backgrounds and the little juicy detail and reason as to why I did what I did. Now, this guy, at the time I was dating him, I was really very young, still a teenager. That was my first love. Like, that was the first time I knew anything called love. So my heart, everything was in it. There was a time I felt ill. I felt sick. Typhoid, malaria. I was so sick. I was really very down. So it was that bad that I was hospitalized for a long time, right? Now, mind you, prior to that time, me and this guy, we've dated for like 11 months. Okay. In the beginning, he was checking up. He was keeping up. He was there, being my shoulder to lean on, shoulder to cry on. After a while, he stopped reaching out. He stopped calling. He stopped texting. Even when I would text to know, to check up on him, how are you doing, how's things, you would hear this attitude in his voice. You would hear this him not being interested, him just, it's like he was being forced to communicate with me. And one day I asked him that, I want you to be honest with me, are you tired of the relationship, because I feel like your energy has been low for a while now. Then he told me honestly, yes, that he feels like we no longer go out together, we no longer do the things that we used to do together. Things have been really boring for him, that him and his friends, they'll be hanging out, and that he will not have any, his girl is not there, nothing, that he's not gonna lie to me, he's tired now, he doesn't really know when I'm going to recover, so that he doesn't know how come like the sickness is taking so long, that normally when people fall sick at least a week, 2 weeks, and you're well. So he doesn't understand why. So I explained to him, and that was a really heartbreaking time for me, mind you. I made him understand that you cannot control how long your body responds to treatment. I was trying to beg him. This is me being vulnerable right now, girlies. I tried to plead with him to give me time to get well. That please, do you know, it was so, this guy was hesitant. He did not want to have any of that. Do you know, it was so bad that at some point after that week, the next week, I faked being well. I faked that I was stronger just for us to go out, just for us to hang out, just for us to be together. I faked it. The day we went out, we hung out, we went for dinner. After eating, we're about leaving, I started to throw up. I threw up so bad. Long story short, he took me home, and he didn't check up on me that day. The next day, he just sent me a long message telling me, babe, I can no longer continue this relationship. The relationship is over. I wish you well, and get well soon. I cried. I felt like the world was going to end, because mind you, this was first love. I was broken. I was hurt. I was shattered. I was drained. The crazy thing is, what I begged this boy. I kept calling. People blocked me everywhere. But because I was friends and close to his sisters, his family, I begged them. I reached out to them to talk to him, and they were even sympathizing with me, telling me, oh, don't mind him, he's just being silly. He refused to take me back. After a while, I got well and I moved on. Then I went to school. During one of our short holidays, when I came back, he reached out, we reconnected. During this time, like, this guy was like, he was doing very well for himself. He was balling, and he's like, oh, I want you back, and I want you back with full force. Like, this guy was now spending. He was spending on me, showing me like he really wants me, he really got me. He was spoiling me, doing things for me. We got into the relationship, a new relationship again. Everything was going well, everything was going good. I was living queen treatment or nothing as usual. Then one time, things went down. I think he invested money in a business that he was scammed. Yes, it was fraudulent. And funny enough, it was even a friend of his that convinced him to do that investment, and he put almost all of his funds in that investment. Guess what? The whole thing crashed. Everything, the people ran away, even the friend said ran away. The friend was nowhere to be found. He lost everything. He had nothing to his name, to himself. He started picking himself up from scratch. He started trying to get himself together again. Me being me, his girlfriend,